If you ban something, you're going to make people want to watch it. Isn't that obvious? If you tell a kid he can't have candy, he's gonna want to have the candy. And if you tell an adult he's not allowed to watch a film, he's going to want to watch that film. In fact, there is literally no better way at giving publicity to a movie than banning that movie. And that is exactly what has happened with Citizen Vigilante, which was banned in Germany because it is the story of a man, a vigilante, who decides to go and get justice for victims of rapes against, as you can imagine, illegal migrants. And now, after this film was banned and Elon Musk spoke about that, it has hit #1 on Amazon because people from America and across the world want to understand, what are governments so afraid of that they need to ban this film? And the answer is pretty simple. It's pretty simple, my friends. The premise of this film is that the governments aren't doing what it takes to protect the young females. So this dude, acted by Armie Hammer, who's controversial in and of himself, is going to go out there and do the work for the government to get rid of the people who never paid for their actions. And I guess the governments are realizing that the more people realize that it is just actually unacceptable that grapes have become a norm in Europe and something needs to be done about that, maybe they're going to start to look at the government and ask, why isn't the government taking responsibility? Now, let's just be very clear so we don't get banned. We do not believe in people going out there as vigilantes and trying to gain justice themselves. But that's not the point of this film. Most people don't watch Superman and then decide to become Superman. But there is an underlying story and current here that is incredibly important. And Citizen Vigilante has now done exactly what it was supposed to do. Get that message out that young girls are not being protected the way that governments should be protecting them. And that is what Germany is afraid of. That's what Europe is afraid of. People actually realizing that everything that's happened isn't just okay and inevitable. It is actually due to a flaw in the government. So now the producer of it, Boll, is saying that if people keep watching this film, they will start shooting a part 2 soon. And I want to remind you guys, did you all watch Taken back in the day? You know, that film with Liam Neeson that was one of the biggest hits back in, I think, 2010, 2011, right? 2008, where he was a retired CIA operative and he hunted down the men who abducted his daughter during a trip to Paris. The gang he fought were Albanian sex traffickers. It wasn't a crazy film back then. It was actually based in a tremendous amount of reality in 2008. And this film follows actually a very similar premise. However, they are super afraid of you realizing that. As Ant here writes, it's now the left wants you to believe that Citizen Vigilante is somehow racist or far right. But it's funny how nobody had that complaint about Taken in 2008. And he is absolutely correct. Obviously, we'll get to the scenes in the second, but here's Patrick Bet-David said he watched Citizen Vigilante last night. There's a reason it's the #1 movie on Apple. It taps into the rage millions of people feel when their own government won't protect them or their kids. No wonder Germany and several other countries have banned it. It is a must watch. #1. Now, of course, the lefties have come out against this film and against Elon Musk. The richest man, this is from Josh Olson, the richest man in the world is actively pushing a movie that openly promotes the graphic, brutal, and wholesale slaughter of Muslim immigrants. This isn't some plausible, deniable hand gesture. This is explicit. To which Kentucky Girl said, you know, Josh, I'm 100% okay with rapists being terrified of getting shot and killed by vigilantes. I'm okay with their complicit families being terrified. I'm okay with them not feeling safe in my country. Maybe they should just not grape women. How about that, Josh? Now, of course, we do not believe in vigilante behavior. Let me just repeat that a million times over. But what's so interesting about this film is that it taps into, in a really good way, like an accurate way, the entire mentality that revolves around what is happening right now in Germany. I don't know if you guys have seen this clip. It's circulated like crazy, but let's watch it for a sec.
I'm here to show you that you are no longer the victims. I'm here to show you that it's time to go out and show these fuckers that they aren't getting away with it anymore. Remember, I do this for you until you learn to do it for yourself.
And the film at the end of it, what does it say here? Is dedicated to the thousands, why isn't that working? Of rape and murder victims in Europe who were betrayed by our legal system. You all know I hate using products on my skin because I don't want to feel sticky or clogged up and I just want to feel clean. And I know not having a face ritual is akin to a crime. But now that I have found one skin, I might need to admit that I was wrong all along. You see, I'm not old yet, but lately I've been seeing a difference with my skin, which has decided it's time to age and it's really, really rude. But after a lot of convincing by my friends, I decided to try it. And yes, I am now a changed woman. I don't promote things that I don't trust. You all know the drill, but I mean, just look. What do you think? And this isn't just my experience. OneSkin has over 10,000 5-star reviews, and they are now a leader in skin longevity. I must warn you that unlike what the internet wants you to believe, you don't really need a complicated routine to get better looking skin. Born from over a decade of longevity research, OneSkin OS01 peptide is proven to target the visible signs of aging, helping you unlock your healthiest skin now and as you age. For a limited time, try OneSkin with 15% off using code Meira at oneskin.co/Meira. That's 15% off. OneSkin.co with code Meira. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. So please, please, please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Yeah, by the way, this guy responded to Josh Olson saying, you gave an Oscar to a movie that encouraged communist terrorism and the killing of ICE agents. You've been begging for violence for years. You Charlie Kirk and tried to Trump a dozen times. Just shut up. And I agree. Now, if you haven't seen the scene that is really taking the internet by storm, we're going to watch it. Of course, it's a little bit graphic, so prepare yourself for that.
What the fuck happened? What's wrong?
Oh, that's very graphic.
Quick chat about. Yes. Hello, Ibrahim. Blessings to you and your family. I was wondering if we could have a quick chat about your son.
Are you a journalist?
No, I'm just a citizen. Here to help.
If you want something, you can go to our lawyer. We don't have nothing to say. Sorry.
Maybe we have just a little chat. Back. Oh, good. Yusuf's here. Relax. Go. Hello, Yusuf.
Yusuf, run!
Where are they going to go?
What do you want, motherfucker?
What are you doing?
Yusuf, Habibi!
Go tend to your son. Tie something around his leg. I didn't hit an artery. He should be fine. You, get the cell phones off the table. All of them. Pick them up.
Dad.
Move Yusuf to the couch.
Dad.
Over to the couch. Cell phones down on the table.
What do you want
Face
from
down
us?
on the table. I want you to have a seat. And we're going to have a little chat.
What are you doing?
Have a seat. Have a seat. Sit. 3, 2, 1. Your son and his friends had to rape that 14-year-old girl. They were so traumatized from their childhood that they couldn't keep their dicks in their pants.
He's young. He don't know nothing.
Is that why you did it, Yusuf?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry we did that. We thought she wanted...
Thought that she wanted you to grab her and pull her into a bush in the quiet part of the park. But she wanted you to put your hand over her mouth while your 7 friends took turns raping her. She had to crawl out of those bushes on her hands and knees. And now she lives every single day afraid of what you and your friends might do since you were acquitted. It was very good work by your attorney, by the way, painting them as the victim. What was it? Traumatic integration?
How realistic does this feel? The father defending the son, saying he's young, he doesn't know anything. Sound like we thought she wanted it. Traumatic integration. Do these all sound to you like actual viable excuses to a thinking human being about a gang rape? I don't know. To me, it doesn't.
Mental health now and support. We will be better in the future. I promise that.
It's the right answer. The only problem is that on your social media, since the event, I have not seen any regret or empathy. In fact, I think you said that she deserved to be raped.
What I mean is that they dress wrong and just make boys horny with their mini skirts. They show their legs and breasts.
You wrote that she deserved it.
I will delete it.
Are these the values you're teaching your children?
I teach him the values from Quran and these values from our family.
Well, if these are your values, that women in America and Europe deserve to be raped because of a dress code, why did you come here?
You know that we have several war in our country and we have a dangerous life. That's why we are here. And I think you know that.
Do you know what I think?
Why?
I don't think it was the good ones that got out of your country. I think it was the bad ones. And I think you brought with you your archaic value system and your commitment to religion over democracy and over anything else, including the rule of law. Yusuf, you're going to pick up your phone. You're going to start calling your friends one by one and telling them to come over here right now that you have new information for them.
We're not going to get into the graphics of this because it's unnecessary, but that feeling, what that man said, how he responded, is what people feel. We think that you've come here not because you're unsafe there, but because you have something else that you want to do, and you're willing to take our safetyness for granted and abuse it. And that's something that many of us are just kind of sick and tired of. And that's why they don't want this film shown, because they're afraid that you're going to realize the truth. How ridiculous and insane all of the arguments for the rapists sound when you actually see it contextified, when you actually see what the victims experienced. All of that is nonsense, and it's frustrating, and it's angering people. And the governments have let people down by not dealing with this problem properly, with not making this problem the number one priority. And that's what the film's a reminder of. And that's why they don't want us to watch it. Thank you for your attention to this matter.